Hello, everybody. Market Michael here. I wanted to bring to your attention what's going on in the markets, and unfortunately, guys, I will not be getting daily market videos out anymore. I will only be doing a weekly commentary, and I will figure out the details this weekend, and so we can get some schedule that we could stick to, and I could give my commentary. So, without further ado, let's get into it. What we're looking at today are the futures. Now, we had this big gap down, and this candle saying it was a transition along this trend line. We didn't even get to the 7,200 mark, which I thought we were going to. Instead, we just kind of moseyed along, getting this next big candle the next day. Look at the MACD, how it's kind of curling up. Look at on a 30-minute, how we're getting bright green. We never actually ended up getting negative momentum. Let's look at a 10-minute, guys, and I'll show you what I mean here. You could see it on this 15-minute. You could see it on the... Well, we did get negative momentum, but it didn't do damage. The damage control was in. We had a big green buying at the end of the day, as well as leaving it up to the last to after hours to get some damage control in. Now let's look at a longer term chart. Let's look at like an hour chart and see if we could make out what's going on with that nonsense. So again, they didn't allow stocks to fall. What they did was they propped them up. So now we're just going to, we had one move, now we're going to have another move up. If this isn't already clear enough at the open, that's what we're going to do. Is this a bull trap? Probably. I don't really know. It's, as far as I'm concerned, they're just going to pump stocks up as much as they possibly can, and it's going to continue to become exuberant and irrational. It's kind of sad because the market is just like the economy. They say the economy's good, but it's really not. They say the market's good, but it's going to fucking flatline. Eventually. Not now. Eventually. So that's what we're looking at. Now let's just, we got a pretty good day for stocks. We got continuation of here. SDRL I played. Amazon. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Sorry, not Am. I had some stocks up here, but I just switched them to FANG just to see what they were doing. And pretty much we've had a spike up in FANG. And again, I just don't know. If this momentum continues here, which it probably will because they're just fucking asshole pumpers, then we're likely to get a daily, on the daily chart, we're likely to get another move higher. But at the same time, look here, you see that? It's wanting to go a double. At the same time, so it's really a triple move. 1, 2, 3. At the same time, let's go on a weekly. And fuck me. So this weekly chart is going to show us an interesting story because the weekly wants us to break out potentially, but this is a transition. So as long as we remain a transition candle, it's very possible that we could come back down, and we should come back down. Look, we're flatlined. In my opinion, we will come back down unless we get some data in the next 1 or 2 days, today's Thursday or Friday, that tell us that stocks are going to break out. So let's look at the daily to confirm what stocks are doing now, and if that's the case, then we could just see a push higher above and hitting new highs. Again, stocks tried to go down here, but they couldn't. They really have to. So if this could continue into another bright green move, and where the markets continue above this positive MACD line and positive tricks line, this is an interesting time because you know, there's a great potential right now for us to fail and for us to start to break down. If we, but listen, this isn't a normal declining. We're maintaining, and that maintaining on the MACD is a sign that stocks want to keep going up, and they can't go down. So take it or leave it. That's what we got. With all that being said, let's just go over some stuff here. Let's go over gold. Let's go over. Let's look at the 10-year because the 10-year has been making leaps and bounds. 33.1% on the 10-year, and I think we're just going to continue even further. Look at that CCI though; it spiked out. Now let's look at the dollar. The dollar has been rebounding, but I think this is just a bull trap, short squeeze, whatever you want to call it. Look at here, lower highs. Unless this can keep going and break out, I suggest we can no longer go up. Let's just look at crude. Crude should be backing down here. Wow. We've backed down barely any and are continuing our move up. Now this is going to be a quick move up to 77, 78. We're already at that 71. This is just a continuous move. This is what we call a divergence, where we keep increasing in strength, but the price action dictates a weaker MACD move. We're nearing the positive to the overbought level. We are going continuously higher with that CCI. We're completely above that tricks line. These are all bullish indicators that this pattern is continuing. Even though we had, we didn't even have a pullback, we're probably going to continue and go stronger up into that 75 region. Now we got a lot of stocks doing a lot of different things, and let's look at some interesting things here. Well, let's look at a daily chart for this dollar. Let's really see what this is doing. I mean, we're getting some seesaw action and not really wanting to give up this position. Again, this is what we would call a bull trap. So I want to look at that 10-year minus the 2-year spread. Let's see if it's narrowing. We had finally breaking above. It does not seem, we are kind of flattening to the point where this low, this 4-1, I said it was possible to get under that 4, and we haven't so far. Very interesting. I still think this is a lower high. We're not going to continue this breakout. It's going to be short-lived, and it's only because the 10-year is spiking out and the 2-year is not. But that 10-year, 30-year spreads, that's continuing to decrease. So let's go ahead and look at gold and silver, and I will leave you guys off with that. Silver and gold are continuing to move down to become underbought on daily charts. Whoops, I put gold in. So again, we are just in this channel, and it will not go any lower than this point that it is now. I think this is the bottom of this trendline channel, and I think we're just gonna have to go up from here. And similar story with silver. In fact, silver, we got a higher low, meaning we are moving on our move up. So this is pretty decent. I would hope silver breaks through this pennant eventually, sooner than later. Maybe 16.75, 17. When we get to that point, it'll break out. But with all that being said, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will be back soon with some information. Now, actually, before I go, perhaps I'll take a quick gander at some economic information. Leading indicators are flatlined. Philadelphia Fed get a big increase, whatever the hell that means. Fuck you, Philly. Continuing claims, we've gotten less continuing claims, but more initial claims. Initial claims is bad, and it's also bad for the dollar. It means more people are trying to get unemployment. We've got a decrease rather, in mortgage index. Housing starts, we got a good old decrease. Building permits, a good old decrease. Industrial production remaining flatlined. Industrial cap, we got a decline, an incline rather, sorry, of 0.1%. Crude invents, we got a tightening of supply. Retail sales have gone down, and excluding auto, they have gone down as well. Empire manufacturing has gone up. See, it's so false. Empire manufacturing is up, but yet retail sales are down. Excuse me? Doesn't make sense. Well, that's some economic information. Don't listen to the fucking assholes at CNBC who think they're economists. You look at the information for yourself. You decide for yourself, and leave it at that. So thank you very much, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.